Welcome to The Infinite Mind, a podcast where we dive deep into the most fascinating topics that shape our world, our thoughts, and our existence. I'm Muntaha, and for the next 5 hours, we're going on an incredible journey through time, space, consciousness, and the mysteries of the universe. So, grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's explore together the mystery of consciousness. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be conscious? Every day, we go through life experiencing sights, sounds, emotions, and thoughts. But what is it that makes us aware of our own existence? Consciousness is one of the greatest mysteries of science and philosophy. Some believe it is purely a product of the brain, an intricate dance of neurons and electrical signals. Others argue that consciousness might be something more, something beyond physical matter. This debate has raged for centuries. The idea of dualism, proposed by René Descartes, suggests that the mind and body are separate entities. Meanwhile, modern neuroscience tends to lean towards physicalism, the belief that consciousness arises from complex neural networks. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. There are those who suggest that consciousness might not be confined to the human brain at all. Could artificial intelligence one day develop true awareness? Could a machine wake up and realize its own existence? If so, what would that mean for our understanding of life? Another intriguing aspect of consciousness is the idea of altered states. Meditation, psychedelic experiences, and even near-death encounters have led many to believe that consciousness might not just be a product of the brain, but something that can exist beyond our physical bodies. What do you think? Is consciousness purely biological, or is there something more to the experience of being human? Time a human illusion? Now let's talk about time. We all experience time moving forward, second by second, minute by minute. But what if I told you that time, as we perceive it, might be an illusion? Physicists have long debated whether time truly exists or if it's just a construct of the human mind. Albert Einstein's theory of relativity revealed that time is not as rigid as we once thought. Time can slow down and speed up depending on how fast you are moving or how close you are to a massive gravitational force. This means that theoretically, time travel could be possible under the right conditions. But then comes the paradox. If you traveled back in time and changed something, would that alter the future? Would you even exist in the new timeline? Different cultures have also viewed time differently. In the Western world, we see time as linear, past, present, future. But many ancient cultures, including the Mayans and some Eastern philosophies, see time as cyclical, repeating itself over and over again. So, is time something real, or is it just the way our brains organize reality? That's something to ponder as we move forward. The universe and its secrets. The universe, so vast, so mysterious. It all began with the Big Bang, or at least that's what most scientists believe. But what came before the Big Bang? Was there anything? Could there be other universes beyond our own? One of the greatest questions we face is, are we alone in the universe? The Fermi paradox highlights the contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life and the lack of evidence for it. Scientists have searched for signals from other civilizations, but so far, silence. Does this mean we are truly alone, or is intelligent life simply rare? Some suggest that aliens might exist, but they could be so advanced that they have no interest in communicating with us. Black holes, wormholes, and the possibility of parallel universes add another layer of mystery. Could there be another version of you living in an alternate reality right now? Some scientists think it's possible. The idea of the multiverse suggests that every decision we make splits reality into infinite possibilities. What if in another universe, you made a completely different choice and lived a completely different life? The psychology of happiness and success. Let's take a step back from the vastness of the cosmos and focus on something deeply personal. Happiness and success. What does it mean to be happy? Is it wealth, fame, relationships? The truth is, happiness is often an inside job. Studies show that people who practice gratitude and mindfulness tend to be happier, regardless of their circumstances. One of the biggest misconceptions about success is that it's driven by motivation. But motivation is fleeting. True success comes from discipline, doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Many of the most successful people in history didn't wake up every day feeling motivated. They simply showed up and did the work. Another important aspect of success is failure. We often fear failure, but in reality, failure is one of the greatest teachers. Every setback is a lesson. every mistake an opportunity for growth. The key is to embrace failure rather than run from it. And in today's world, where social media often distorts reality, it's crucial to remember that true happiness and success aren't found in likes and followers, but in real-world experiences and connections. The future of humanity. As we come to the final hour of this journey, let's look ahead. What does the future hold for humanity? With the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence, automation, and biotechnology, we are heading into an era of unprecedented change. Some believe that we will merge with technology, enhancing our intelligence and even achieving a form of immortality. The concept of transhumanism explores how humans can evolve beyond biological limitations. But with great power comes great responsibility. If we are not careful, technological advancements could also pose serious ethical dilemmas. Then there's space. Humanity has always looked to the stars, dreaming of colonizing other planets. With companies like SpaceX and NASA working on missions to Mars, it's possible that within our lifetime, humans could become an interplanetary species. But should we? Should we focus on fixing Earth before we expand into the cosmos? And finally, the biggest question of all, what is the meaning of life? Philosophers, scientists, and religious thinkers have debated this for centuries. Some say the meaning of life is to seek happiness. Others say it is to gain knowledge. And some believe it is simply to experience the journey itself. Closing thoughts. We've traveled across consciousness, time, space, the human mind, and the future. And yet the greatest mystery remains: ourselves. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through the infinite mind. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop being curious. Until next time, this is Your Name signing off. Stay infinite. Title: The Secret of the Forgotten Island. It was a quiet morning in the coastal town of Larkhaven, nestled on the edge of a vast, mist-covered sea. The town had always been small, a hidden gem for those who knew its name. But there was a secret, one that no one dared to speak about: the legend of the Forgotten Island. It all started when he found an old, weathered journal in the attic of his family's cottage. It belonged to his great-great-grandfather, a sailor who had once sailed the seas in search of treasure. The journal contained strange drawings of an island, cryptic notes about tides and stars, and a single phrase that caught Elliot's eye: "The island appears when the moon dances with the sun." Intrigued, Elliot researched old maritime records and spoke to the oldest residents of Larkhaven, who had heard stories about the island, but had never dared venture near it. They spoke of storms that appeared out of nowhere, and the unnerving sense of being watched, as if the sea itself was alive. With the journal in hand and a burning desire to uncover the truth, Elliot set sail, hoping to find the island. The days were long and the sea was unpredictable, yet each night as he studied the stars, he could feel the pull of something greater. He couldn't shake the feeling that the island was out there, just waiting for him to find it. On the 7th night, under the light of a rare blue moon, something strange happened. The sea grew still, the sky darkened, and in the distance, a faint silhouette of an island emerged through the mist. It was the Forgotten Island. Elliot's heart raced as his ship glided closer. The island was covered in dense jungle, with towering cliffs on one side and a beach on the other. As he stepped onto the shore, he could feel a strange energy in the air, a sense of timelessness, as if the island itself held memories of long-forgotten sailors and treasures. After hours of searching through the jungle, he stumbled upon an ancient stone structure, an overgrown temple, hidden from the world for centuries. Inside he found a chest, its surface adorned with carvings of the moon and the sun. Elliot's heart skipped a beat. This was it, the treasure of Captain Elias Blackthorne. But when he opened the chest, it wasn't gold or jewels that lay inside. Instead, there was a single intricately carved compass. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, with a needle that spun endlessly, pointing in every direction at once. The compass wasn't meant to find wealth. It was a guide to something much more profound, a journey beyond treasure. As Elliot held the compass, the island began to shift around him, as if it were alive. The air thickened, and the sky above crackled with energy. The compass pointed toward the horizon, toward the unknown. In that moment, Elliot understood. The treasure was not something material, but the adventure itself. He left the island with the compass in hand, knowing that the real mystery was not the riches of the past, but the endless possibilities that lay ahead, waiting for those brave enough to seek them. The Forgotten Island disappeared as quickly as it had appeared, vanishing back into the mist, leaving behind only the memory of those who had dared to find it.